Hey everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records. It is time for our weekly check into some of the new releases headed to an independent record store near you. Not the full list, of course. This thing is huge this week. So if you'd like to see everything that is upcoming, please head over to our website at radiowastelandrecords.com. From there, you can kind of click to your heart's desire for not only this upcoming week, but weeks to come into the future. We'll also put a link directly to all of this week's stuff in the description below, so you can click that if you want to narrow your search down just for this week's items. But let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights for Friday. Holy cow, I have to look at this. August 25th, 2023. And starting off with the new releases, we got a big one from the Coop. Alice Cooper's got a new one out called Road, simply just Road. This is a little annoying because this, not Cooper, mind you, unless you really don't like him, but the release is being done on 3 different variations and a box set, and they're including the CD and DVD. It's kind of a convoluted mess, so stick with me here. But there are 3 vinyl color variations of Road being released at the same time on the 25th. An orange vinyl version, it's a double LP by the way, a blue vinyl version, and a red vinyl version. All 3 of these are kind of a marbling color. Now the Road, according to our description, will make or break you. To survive it, you need to be as tough as asphalt and move fast enough to make the competition eat dust. Again, this is our description. So throughout 2022, Alice Cooper collaborated closely with members of his touring band, as well as longtime producer Bob Ezrin, putting together what would become his 2023 studio album, Road. Much like his last one, Detroit Stories, this one has lots of guest appearances as well. Contributing to the new one from the Coop includes folks like Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine, who co-wrote and plays and sings backing vocals on White Line Frankenstein. Buckcherry's Keith Nelson is on here, as well as MC5's own Wayne Kramer, who also co-wrote new songs on here with Alice himself. So sounds like a cool one from Coop. You'll just have to decide what vinyl variation you'd like. All of the double LP color variations come with a DVD of this as well. But the vinyl versions, all 3 of them, listing a little heavy at $45, but again, you get the double LP color variation you're looking for and the DVD as well. Not to be outdone, there is a box set of this for vinyl. It is black vinyl only. It's a limited edition box set, double LP, plus a CD version of the album, plus a Blu-ray and merch is included in on this as well. Let's see here. It doesn't really look to get very detailed, but I see a hat in there, some stickers and the like. So this bigger box set of Road from Alice Cooper listing at about $90. Side note, and kind of an addendum to this, I did look a little further into the DVD and or Blu-ray version of this, and it still doesn't say whether or not it's video or audio, but I'm going to assume that it's video because the Blu-ray disc said that there are several Cooper songs on here live at Hellfest. It looks like the majority of them were recorded live at Hellfest. So I'm going to assume, since they did the effort to put this on DVD and Blu-ray, that it is going to be some live video on here. So we'll try to do some more digging to absolutely confirm that. If you have any questions and you're curious, contact us here at the store and we'll try to have those answers by then. Other than that, just dive into this new Coop if you see fit. New metal also from Angel. This is Once Upon a Time. The Heavenly Rockers are back with an extremely and supremely powerful new studio album. The description calls them God's own heavy metal band. So brand new stuff from Angel, Once Upon a Time, coming from Cleopatra Records on pink and black splatter vinyl. This one listing for about $30. Next up is the 3rd installment of Weezer's Seasons series. This is the autumn one. This continues the narrative started with spring and summer, bringing pagan myths, Shakespearean influences, and Catholic rituals. That's a big task for an EP from Weezer. There is a black vinyl version of this, as well as an indie exclusive olive colored vinyl. So Seasons, SZNZ, the latest EP from Weezer's series, is listing for about $25 for each of those color variations. So, of course, that means we can look forward to the winter EP coming up in a couple of months. And just me spitballing here, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a box set or a full album of this after all 4 of those are done, so just kind of wait and see what happens. Brand new compilation from Alanis Morissette. This one is called The Collection. Nearly 2 decades ago, Alanis Morissette released her jam-packed greatest hits CD, The Collection. This summer, we'll see its vinyl debut, so it's the first time on vinyl for this. So The Collection covers the 7-time Grammy Award winner's career between 1995 and 2005. So, of course, this compilation is going to have 5 songs from the #1 album, Jagged Little Pill, from 1995, as well as a lot of other stuff from Morissette herself. So this is on a black vinyl version. Looks like it's listing for about $25, and an indie exclusive double LP on clear vinyl. This one listing for $35. This is Feed the Beast from the artist Kim Petras. Our description says Grammy award-winning pop star and acclaimed songwriter Kim Petras announces her new debut album Feed the Beast on Amigo Records. Feed the Beast is 15 tracks of pure pop perfection, say that 5 times fast. Her offering to her beast, its lead single, Alone, features diamond-selling hip-hop icon Nicki Minaj. So, Feed the Beast by Kim Petras, listing for, holy cow, is this right? Listing for about $46. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to exclaim like that. That's very interesting. So this one's an expensive one, but based on the description, it's probably worth it. All right. A couple of new country releases as well, wrapping up this section of the upcoming video. We've got a new one from Tim McGraw called Standing Room Only. This is a double LP, and it's coming on clear vinyl, and it will list for about $35. We also have an EP from Zach Bryan called Summertime Blues. This is a follow-up to his #1 album, American Heartbreak, released just a couple of months back. So EP from Zach Bryan called Summertime Blues, looks to be on black vinyl, listing reasonably at $22. And finally, on the new release front, we have got the soundtrack to Cocaine Bear, based on a true story, except in the true story, the bear ate the cocaine and died and didn't go on a murderous rampage. Coming from Waxwork Records and done musically by none other than Mark Marthasberg from Devo, the Cocaine Bear soundtrack is coming on clear splatter vinyl, listing for about $38. I haven't seen the movie. I'm going to wait till it hits the streamers, which I think it probably already is, but it looks like good, campy horror fun, and we'll have to see what Mark Mothersberg does with the soundtrack. But Cocaine Bear, as I said, listing for about $38 on that splatter vinyls. Good fun. On the reissue front for Friday, the 25th of August, we've got a trio from Aerosmith, kind of wrapping up their reissue series, I believe. We're looking at Rock in a Hard Place on black vinyl, listing for about $30. Live Bootleg, a double LP from Aerosmith, a great live one, of course, one of their well-known live albums. This one listing for about $38, and we're also getting a reissue of 9 Lives. This one is a double LP listing for about $38, and again, all of those on black vinyl. Here's a reissue of Hail to the King from Avenged Sevenfold, this one coming on gold vinyl, a double LP pressing of their 2013 release. So again, gold vinyl, Hail to the King from Avenged Sevenfold, listing for about $40. Here's a reissue of Southern Air from Yellow Card, this one coming on yellow and orange vinyl. Kind of a cool looking piece of wax there, if I say so myself. So the reissue of Southern Air from Yellow Card, listing for about $27. Another reissue from Mudhoney, this is Every Good Boy Deserves Fudge, a 30th anniversary deluxe edition from the Sub Pop Rocker Punkers. We can say that right, double LP on black vinyl. This release also includes a poster and will list for about $30. Another reissue coming from REM, this one from their later catalog. This is called Accelerate. This one was originally released in 2008. Rolling Stone magazine, take this as you will, called it one of REM's best records ever made. A 180-gram black vinyl pressing comes with an insert. Accelerate from REM lists for about $30. Next up is a pair of reissues from Lindsey Sterling. We've got Shatter Me coming on silver and black vinyl, as well as Brave Enough coming on a cranberry swirl-colored vinyl. Each of those reissues from Lindsey Sterling listing at $30. Next up, another reissue from Debbie Gibson's Out of the Blue. This is on limited edition 180-gram white-colored vinyl. Limited edition of 1,000 individually numbered copies on that white 180-gram vinyl. This one was originally released in 1987 and sold over 5 million copies globally. Music on vinyl, so it's going to run a little more expensive, coming in at a list price of $45. But again, some really good sounding stuff from MOV and Debbie Gibson on that white vinyl. 2 different variations of a reissue of A Lonely Man from the Shy-Lights. A Lonely Man was the chart-topping 1972 album from the Chicago vocal group. And the record featured their hit single, Oh Girl, and includes a powerful rendition of Marvin Gaye's Inner City Blues. We've got a black vinyl reissue version of this coming in at a list price of $26, and a blue vinyl version of this as well. This one coming in, though, at $27. Okay, next up is a interesting series coming from Rhino, and it's their Now Playing series. According to a story I read here, Rhino's releasing this new budget line of vinyl titles under the Now Playing banner. Now, these are newer compilations of artists who have been around for some time, a lot of rockers, some soul, interesting stuff on here. But again, meant to be the introductory stuff. So they're coming in really at a price of about $20 a piece. Here is just a few of the titles that are being released. All of them, by the way, on black vinyl from the Rhino Now Playing series. We're kicking this off with Rat, which of course is going to include Round and Round and Lay It Down, You're in Love, all of the big Rat tunes on here. So this Rat from Rhino coming in at $20, as we mentioned here on black vinyl. Other new compilations in this series include a release from Dokken, which of course is going to have a lot of their big stuff on here. Montrose, we see Sammy Haydn back in there. These all look to be remastered on here as well, so hopefully they're not too different from the originals. So the Montrose Now Playing black vinyl, $20 also. There's also a Todd Rundgren self-titled in the Now Playing series, as well as a Gordon Lightfoot compilation. This one, by the way, does include Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. A lot of the other previous greatest hits albums from Gordon Lightfoot did not include this song, but it is on this version from the Rhino Now Playing series. Then rounding this out, we've got a Now Playing from the Spinners, as well as a Notorious B.I.G. Quite the mix coming from Rhino from their new Now Playing series. There are a few other titles on this. Again, you can click over to our website and look for the Now Playing series from Rhino and check them all out. But again, all of the ones we mentioned coming on black vinyl, single LPs, each listing for about $20. Next up on our reissues is a cool one from John Fogerty. This is the Blue Ridge Rangers. This is Fogerty's first solo record after leaving Creedence Clearwater Revival. He sang the vocals, played all the instruments himself for this album, so this is really kind of a labor of love. So John Fogerty's reissue of the Blue Ridge Rangers coming in at a list price of about $27. On the countryside-ish is a big one from Shania Twain, a reissue, a Diamond Edition reissue of Come On Over. This was the top-selling country album and the highest sold album by a female artist of all time at the time. So in celebration of the album's 25th anniversary and over 40 million global sales, the US version of this album has been remastered from the original tapes for the first time ever and is now available on 180-gram double LP black vinyl. Shania Twain's Come On Over, the Diamond Edition, listing for about $38. This one was a Record Store Day release not too far back, and it was a first, so now we're getting a reissue of this. Kip Moore's Wild Ones. This one coming on blue vinyl. This is Moore's second studio album, originally released in 2015. And as we mentioned, it got the RSD treatment not too far back. So this new reissue of Kip Moore's Wild Ones on blue vinyl, listing for about $38. And finally, we've got another Shatner reissue. I'll spare you my Shatner impersonation this time around. Ponder the Mystery Revisited, coming from Cleopatra Records on black, purple, and white splatter vinyl. Our description says that this is a bold new mix that revamps and reinvigorates the star-studded progressive rock album from iconic actor, musician, and interpreter extraordinaire William Shatner. So the newly remixed audio brings Shatner's deft and poetic wordplay into the foreground, while still making room for the stellar guests on this, including the likes of Steve Vai, Rick Wakeman, Tangerine Dream's Edward Fries, and jazz great Al Di Meola. Also featured are country superstar Vince Gill and a host of others. Shatner has declared that this concept album is quite possibly the most creative thing he's ever done, and this new version of the album is sure to please his fans the world over. So William Shatner's Ponder the Mystery Revisited with a host of guest stars on black, purple, and white splatter vinyl, coming in at a list price of about $30. And that is a quick check of some of the new releases headed our way for Friday, August 25th, 2023. If you're local and you see something you'd like us to pre-order, just contact us here at the store and we will gladly take care of that for you. Not local, you can still take part. Head over to our website at radiowastelandrecords.com and you can search through not only this week's releases, but everything upcoming and in the past that you'd like to do to your heart's desire. As mentioned before, we'll also put a link directly to all of this coming week's releases in the description below. Go ahead and click that if you want to narrow your search down very specifically to just these. So until next time, this has been Jim from Radio Wasteland. Thanks a lot for watching.